His body language changes the moment Meghan is remotely near him, or remotely in the frame.
The royal rogue, Jesús Enrique Rosas, joins me now live. And Jesús, oh my goodness, I love your analysis of the British royal family and the Montecito Monas. And I really wanted to look at a couple of the key moments over the past few months that we've been speaking about a lot on Outspoken from an editorial point of view, and get you to analyze what you think is going on from a body language perspective. And I want to kick off with this video of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, they hadn't been seen together at this point for weeks and weeks and weeks. And rather than being comfortable in each other's company, they actually seem to be quite nervous of each other from my point of view. Now, I guess I should put the caveat that this was a video to commemorate Remembrance Day in the UK, so there might be some reasons that it was quite formal. But let's have a look at this, just a few little moments from this video, and then I'll get you to react to the back.
Colombian and Swedish governments, the World Health Organization, UNICEF, and the Special Representative of the Secretary General on Ending Violence Against Children for bringing us all together today. The first ever ministerial conference on ending violence against children comes at a crucial time and, quite frankly, should not be required. But here we are. We are at a crossroads where the urgency to reassess and redefine our approach to protecting children has become increasingly evident. While the necessity has always been apparent, it is now time to translate that awareness.
What did you make of that, Jesús?
Well, one thing, that I have analyzed Harry and Meghan for a long time, and a lot of footage. And one thing that Harry does when he's nervous, that he begins to move his eyebrows a lot up and down. When he was more relaxed, I remember from those years pre-Meghan, let's say 2015, 2014, you saw that he could be awkward in some speeches when he gave them, but he was way more relaxed, and his voice he could project his voice a bit more. It is a secret to absolutely nobody that his body language changes the moment Meghan is remotely near him, or remotely in the frame. It's like that James Corden interview on YouTube, in which he was so relaxed, he was so great in California, and all of a sudden when they FaceTime Meghan, his body language changed. One of my greatest analysis of Harry has been watching his body language change just because James Corden was FaceTiming Meghan. So I think his attitude, the way that he holds his voice, he's pulling his punches. He should have more energy. Absolutely, he still looks maybe healthy, maybe not as healthy as a couple years ago, but I think it's the proximity of that judgment of, I hope that Meghan thinks I'm doing this well. I hope that Meghan thinks I'm doing things right. And this is why so many times when, for example, in that United Nations speech, he did so poorly, and he was so upset, and you saw both of them so upset. In this case, well, Meghan's body language doesn't say much, because she really didn't talk much, and the camera was on Harry.
Yeah, indeed. Now, another big moment was when Harry went on stage at the Deal Book Summit for an interview with Aaron Ross Sorkin of the New York Times, and was asked in a sort of roundabout way to address the troubles in the marriage. And Harry, I thought, was really angry during this interview in a lot of ways. But what I found fascinating is that he had an opportunity to put it all to rest, and he chose not to. But let's have a look, because I'm really fascinated to know what you think was going on here.
And I was looking, even as we were in the race coming up to this day, I Googled news you, and there were people who are fascinated by everything you're doing all the time. They're fascinated by Meghan is in California right now, and you're here, and there's articles left and right about, why are you doing independent events? Why aren't you doing them together?
Because you invited me, you should have known.
This is true.
You should have known that was going to happen.
But do you know, is that normal for you? That the second there's an article that says she's in California, you're in New York, they say, well, what is happening with these two, right? So is that a good thing for you in a way that there's so much interest in you?
No, there's definitely not a good thing. Because apparently we've bought or moved house maybe 10, 12 times. We've apparently divorced maybe 10, 12 times as well. So everyone's just like, what? So yeah, it's hard to keep up with, but that's why you just sort of ignore it. The people I feel most sorry about are the trolls who their hopes are just built and built and built, and it's like yes, and then it doesn't happen. Right. So I feel sorry for them. Genuinely, I do. I mean that. But yes, I have no doubt that everything that we've spoken about today, in the last, the clock's on zero, 25 minutes. Will be spun or twisted somehow against me, and maybe you yourself,
it's possible,
will be trolled relentlessly, and for that I can only apologise. But you did invite me, so it's not.
Well, I know we're almost out of time, but I was looking.
A huge amount going on with his body language there, Jesus. But
yes.
Was he trying to hide something?
Well, there's something that it was really easy to miss. It was right at the end of the video when he stops talking. Right when he stops talking, he presses his lips, he tenses his jaw. It's like that's their nervousness of thinking, did I answer correctly? Because you cannot, this is not scripted. He is answering on the fly. You see that he is nervous from his, right there. Very good. That is the frame. You see that he has a long blink, presses his lips. Oh my God, did I get this right? And did I get this right means that would Meghan approve what I just said? And so you see his body language. He has this bad habit of crossing the legs at the ankles, which is a huge form of insecurity. It's like this. It's like this. Principle, like in negotiation, if you see somebody crossing their legs like this at the ankles, they are not ready to move forward in the conversation or the negotiation. They are insecure. They are not sure of what they are saying. There's a very easy way that he could have answered this. He could have gone with that. Oh, I am glad that they are so not everybody is taking a look at us, is always talking about us, because then we can highlight our work with our charities, and he could be highlighting all the charities, and people then, if they are talking about us or talking about charities, that would be the easiest way. And I don't know, this should be the kind of stuff that you should surround yourself with people who can come up with this and tell you, hey, Harry, if somebody's going to ask you this question, then you have to answer like this, and you just rehearse that 2 or 3 times, and that's it. So that's how you know and that they don't have anybody to help them, or at least help Harry with his how he presents himself, how he answers these questions, how he controls his body language. I want to make it very clear that he talks about the trolls. And I always joke about, oh, he's talking about us. Hey, hello, Harry. He's talking about me. I've never trolled Harry and Meghan, really. I always said, I'm going to say it in your show again, once again. I wish Harry and Meghan success, as long as they don't hurt anybody. I wish them success, because their success is my success as well, because I can make more memes about them. They have more projects, then I can make more memes, and everybody wins. They win. That's okay. But the problem is that they have spent all their star power from that Oprah interview that was, of course, negative. Star power was a lot of attention. Netflix and Spotify were really enamored with them, and you know how it went. It was a narcissistic roller coaster, there's a downward spiral, and this is where we are right now. They're always going to have that tension. That is That is for certain, whatever they do. But I wish they use that attention for something positive and not just for, highlighting Meghan in every single way. That would be a nice change.
While trying to bring down the British royal family and their own relatives on lies. And you're completely right. I mean, when Meghan and Harry got together, I was completely for this couple. There was nothing that I had against them. It was only once I was reporting on them, understanding that they were telling lies, understanding that there was all of this background within the royal family, that I ever started to write anything negative. But I do want to rewind a little bit, Jesús, now, and look at this critical moment when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle introduced baby Archie to the world, because we now know that there were a whole load of lies. And again, I was reporting on this close up at the time and doing my absolute best to find out what really had gone on. But we know there are a whole load of lies told about the birth of baby Archie. So I'm fascinated. Let's look back and were Harry and Meghan trying to cover something up here? But first, do you know how often I talk about the need for free speech to be protected? But I've been increasingly thinking of the need for personal protection online from snoopers, bad actors, and hackers. And I'm delighted to tell you what my solution is. This VPN is a life changer when it comes to providing you entertainment and information from anywhere in the world, as well as that protection. So let me talk about Surfshark. It is an easy and incredible service that encrypts all your internet traffic, meaning your online activities stay safe so you can shop, stream, browse, and conduct your banking online in complete privacy. But the benefits of Surfshark go way beyond keeping you safe. It also allows you to access your favorite entertainment and news shows and news channels from anywhere in the world, wherever you are at any time. Plus access, this is the big thing now, to all the streaming services internationally, including the ones that might be geo-blocked in your region: Hulu, iPlayer, HBO Max, Peacock, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Disney Plus. You can be within seconds watching as if you are in another country. Or if you're traveling for work or on holiday, you can also get all your favorite content from home, including sports. This is an insurance policy too against creeping censorship in many countries like France, which has now blocked Rumble for many months. So effectively, with Surfshark, you can watch anything, anytime, anywhere, wherever you are. This is true freedom. It can also be a money saver if you use it in the right way as well, because do you know, I actually didn't know this before I was with Surfshark, but there are some websites in the world that will actually change their prices depending on where you're buying from. Other benefits of Surfshark include the use of unlimited devices, meaning you can protect your entire household with one subscription via the 3,200 servers in over 100 countries. If this is your first time using a VPN, by the way, though, I completely understand it. The great thing about Surfshark is there is 24/7 customer service. I found signing up, though, incredibly easy. If you go to surfshark.com/outspoken right now, you will get an extra 4 months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. What's more, and this is really important, Surfshark are so confident they're the best VPN in the world that they will let you try their service for 30 days. If you're not entirely satisfied, you will get all of your money back. So go to surfshark.com/outspoken for an extra 4 months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. But now, back to the show.
You take after? Does he look like anyone?
We're still trying to figure that out.
Well, everyone says that babies change so much over 2 weeks. We're basically sort of monitoring how the changing process happens over this next month, really. But his looks are changing every single day. Yeah. So who knows?
And how you find parenting generally? Is it still a special moment?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, parenting is amazing. It's only been 2.5 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
But we're just so thrilled to have our own little bundle of joy.
What did you make of that one, Jesús?
Well, for one, this is one of the few clips that I never analyze on my channel. You have the privilege of me analyzing this on your show
Exclusive
for the first time. Yeah, the exclusive, because there's so many things. There's so many things around this. And, you know, this is wild. There are wild speculations. The one thing that I always rang a bit strange with me was Harris's expression. Like, I've seen Harry delighted in many other moments of his life, in before and after Meghan, and you expect him presenting very proud his son to the world, to be have delight, to have a sparkle, and I don't see it here. I don't see it here. As something was happening, maybe something happened minutes before. There are, of course, all sorts of speculations about Archie himself. I don't like to talk about, you know, the kids. I'm just going to skip that part. In the part of Meghan, I actually see a woman who has just delivered a child. She's got the physiognomy. She's got the like the physicality of a woman who was actually pregnant. You know that all that has been said about that. I Again, I usually don't touch that subject. See I see that she's trying to connect with Harry, like you remember what to say. Maybe Harry was nervous because, as usual, she was trying to control the narrative. And we know that not only from the body language from this clip, but all surrounding that, especially after Tom Bauer's book, that they had this delay on the information, that they want to keep all this under wraps, that they fooled the media into thinking it was at a time and then was another. It was all this secrecy. There was the signatures of, or the non-existent signatures of the doctors who deliver Archie. There's so many crazy stuff surrounding this that when it boils down to the body language here, what I see is Meghan still, as usual, no matter what you think, what's going on here, she's controlling the narrative in the sense that she makes sure that Harry is acting the way that she wants. That's something that I found out like 2 years ago. Meghan wants to control every single detail. She's a control freak, and I wouldn't be surprised that you remember that back then she said that she told Gayle King that she was going to have the exclusive, and she was preparing everything. And this moment, she wanted everything to be as she wanted. So that's what we, in essence, that is the part that I can analyze from this clip. Controlling Meghan, Harry couldn't be himself because he wanted to perform the way Meghan wanted. Because there has always been this, this mommy issues that Meghan is somehow fitting in that space. Okay, this is not psychological advice. This is not a diagnosis, but you know that all the signs point towards that.
Oh, big time. So then let's finally, Jesus, bring us right up to date. And what I want to look at is Meghan on the red carpet, because this is where we've seen some of the most deranged behavior from the woman who loves to be called the Duchess of Sussex, who loves people refer to her as Mom, according to our royal mastermind, Angela Levin, but then seems to act like a Z-list celebrity when she's on the red carpet. And we've had lots of examples of this, but I think possibly the most fascinating is her with Tyler Perry. This was from the Paley Center Honors event last month. And not only is she so obsessed with the limelight here, there's actually lots of pictures that show Meghan refusing to budge off the red carpet, even when the staff want her to. And there's been a lot of speculation that Tyler Perry felt like Meghan was stealing her moment here. What do you make of Meghan on the red carpet?
Well, Meghan has a gesture which is a staple. One of Meghan's signature gestures with she does this. She raises both hands in the air like she is I don't know, Mother Teresa or Gandhi or something. She wants to protect. She does that right there. She's about to do it when she's going to greet Tyler. And of course, she wants to make there it is. She claps and then she hugs him. That's important because you know that. Remember that one of her favorite quotes is, "I'm a hugger." Like I'm warm, I hug, I'm close to people. She wanted to craft her brand around what she thought was the antithesis of the royal family, and she failed miserably because no, it's not like you're not the only one who hugs or is warm, and you are so rehearsed in many ways because well that I wouldn't say that it was part of my job, but we saw how many times her mask slipped when nobody was looking. And you see that, okay, this is not genuine. She's doing it for the limelight. Tyler Perry's really successful. I have to say that he's a brilliant producer, has done a lot of great things. And this is a big things in Hollywood and on his own. Whatever you have, your opinion is of the man, the guy is a mogul, maybe at the same size of Oprah. So Meghan still needs to be related to these icons of the industry, so she keeps that relevant. So that's why her body language tries to make it seem like she is greeting him and in this such a warm and close way. That is part of the narrative that we got of that supposed first time that she met William and Catherine, that she was barefoot cooking with I don't know, maybe with shredded jeans or something like that.
Yes,
it's like, oh, I'm so friendly, I'm so down to earth, I'm also this. This is part of the stick. This is part of the brand. That sadly, since it's artificial, then it never lands, and people just see through it. Like my job is the easiest in the world, because so very few times we have seen Meghan genuinely warm or excited or happy about something, and that it has happened, but in the majority, especially in the red carpet, no. This is what she wants to, where she wants to be. She wants to be highlighted as such, as a friend of these icons.
So true. And unfortunately, that's certainly not where the career has gone, because she's got it so wrong. So we keep seeing these increasingly desperate, I guess, public appearances. But wow, Jesús, Enrique, Rosas, oh my goodness, you're amazing. You're absolutely incredible. I really recommend people follow The Body Language Guy, which is where you get much more of the political stuff, the news stuff that we started at the top of the show. And I have a lot of big royal followers, Jesús, around the world. So The Royal Rogue is an absolute must watch. And it's been such a privilege to have you on Outspoken today. And I would love to appear on your channel very soon.
That is great. Great.
So
I'd be
much.
delighted to have you, Dan.
Thank you
My
so
pleasure.
much. Here's to a great 2025.
Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.